when a snake bites you, don't try to explain why it's morally wrong to bite someone and why it should do better. And this applies so well to the relationship setting when we're traumatized, because the main thing that we need to take care of when we're traumatized, when we have PTSD, CPTSD, or any other kind of condition, we should prioritize our mental well-being first. Because when we're in a dysregulated state and when we're hurt, we cannot function as our whole self, as the best version of ourselves. And usually in these kinds of situations, our mind spirals in 1,000 myriads of thoughts. Is it their fault? Is it my fault? And we experience an overwhelm of emotions: resentment, anger, upset, panic attacks. Is it me? Is it you? Is it the both of us? Traumatized? That's why we're having this toxic relationship. So many strong emotions that we're unable to function in our daily life with other tasks. And one practice that I do myself, and I also give others to help re-regulate our nervous system and come back into our persona, our true self. When we're dysregulated, when our nervous system is dysregulated from all the stress, anxiety, doubts, all the negative emotions that bubble within us, we tend to put our focus onto the other person. We give them all of our energy and dump all of our trauma on them. And this can be bad for the relationship and for our mental health as well. And what we need to do in these situations, when we're putting all the blame, all the responsibility for our emotions, all of our trauma, our doubts onto the other person, and try to talk to them to explain how we feel in order to be understood, in the hope that they will take some action to stop us from feeling this hurt, from feeling this overwhelm of negative emotion. What we actually need to do is bring back that focus and that energy onto ourselves. Because in those moments, we're actually depleting ourselves of nurturing life energy. It's like being bitten by a snake and you give the rest of your life force to explaining to the snake why it's wrong to hurt you and that you didn't mean bad when you were coming into interaction with this snake. Instead of using the remaining energy after being hurt to nurture yourself, to heal yourself, we are using our energy, our life force on trying to make someone with whom we have this twisted connection understand us, in the hope that somehow they will change the hurt that we're experiencing. But this is likely not going to happen because you have come together in your mutual trauma that has caused this overwhelm of emotion. And maybe it's not entirely their fault that you're feeling this way. And maybe they have the power to change some of their behavior that will make you feel better. But in this present moment, and all we have is the present moment, they're currently making you feel hurt and overwhelmed. So what you need to do in this moment is to distance yourself from the relationship, from the person. I can't do this right now. I know that this is not entirely your fault. I know that I have accountability. I have things I need to work on. I cannot be in this right now. I hope you can understand, and I need to resort to myself to heal what I'm feeling right now. They would give you the time and space needed to heal. Yes, it might be uncomfortable for them as well. It might be inconvenient because they want to get to know you better and build this beautiful relationship with you. But if you're experiencing so much hurt and all of this trauma is coming onto the surface because of your interaction and you don't know how to deal with it better mutually, then it might be better for you to separate yourself and work on your healing. And don't be afraid that you're going to miss out the chance for building the relationship with this person. Don't be afraid that they're going to go away and build a new relationship elsewhere. By bringing all of the attention back into yourself, into your healing, you're actually doing everyone good. Because you're not in the right emotional, neurological state to build a relationship right now. And if you continuously stay in this rut, it will only harm both you and your relationship and the other person as well. Put the life vest on you first. And then, once you have healed, you can continue to pursue this relationship and try rebuilding it again. And yes, the hard truth is sometimes because of our trauma, we miss out a chance on building a relationship with a suitable person. It is not your duty to dwell on it because we as people have so many soulmates that we can build beautiful relationships with. And if in the moment you were too traumatized, too hurt, too overwhelmed to build a relationship with a person, don't blame yourself for it. Another person will come along when you're healthy enough, when you're regulated enough to go into a relationship without feeling too overwhelmed, so that you guys can build this beautiful relationship together.